you look at a painting, and sometimes you look very closely and you try to understand what it is about, and you don't get it. And it's like, what is that? Especially if it's abstract, what is that? Only time when you will be able to get it, maybe, is if you step back and look at the empty spaces that were left behind, the negative space that we call.
Is the culture behind it. I mean, if you think about it, if you become aware, you will see it. But the culture, what is it? Is basically what are the people's values, their assumptions, the way that they are working together. So you come with a certain expectations. You expect to meet new people, or maybe you expect not to speak with anyone. And if you come to this space again tomorrow with a new type of people, you will have a different type of culture. So being aware of the culture, this is your absolute foundation in order to grow any kind of business that is to be considered innovative. And anything beyond 3 people, you have a culture. Whether you want it or not, whether you plan for it or not, you already have a culture. You need to pay attention to that and plan it just the way that you would plan your strategy.
So you are trying to, like you're pinpointing, okay, what is the challenge? What is the content? But then you are trying to come up with different ways to come up with this idea. It could be just you making a list, or it could be doing a brainstorming session, or it could be doing a brainwriting session, or it could be sketching like a storyboard. There are hundreds of tools that will help you generate ideas. And there are also hundreds of tools that will help you make a decision from those ideas. The amount of time that I've seen in companies mainly go through like hours of meeting, weeks or days of coming up with a decision is just like incredible. If they use the right tool for making a decision, and they can finish in 1 hour.
So a method could be the design thinking method that will have empathy tools, it will have prototyping tools. Biomimicry method will have, learning from nature tools, finding the functions and applying it, translating it into business. And a creative problem-solving tool will go anything from framing the challenge in a creative way to implementing it in a very creative way. So the ideation isn't always at the very beginning. It could happen all the way. But if you follow a method, a systematic method, it feeds back into your organizational creativity, and you become strong in all levels. So nature has 3.8 billion years of experience. It cracked the code of solving challenging problems systematically, efficiently, and beautifully. So whether you start by looking at your problem first and then finding the answer somewhere where nature has it, or you start by being amazed by something in nature and then finding ways to bring it back to your life, try to train your mind to create this kind of analogies and see the invisible lines between those two. Then, and only then, will you be able to see what others don't see.
Last thing I will tell you, I'll give you a very short poem written by a famous modern Palestinian poet. His name is Mahmoud Darwish, and he says, "She does not love you, your metaphors thrill her. She is thrilled by the river plunging in rhyme. She is thrilled by the union of lightning and sound in your rhyme." Thank you very much.